Etsy just made an announcement, and I think we need to talk about it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So a couple of days ago, Etsy made a huge announcement about the possibility of banning 3D printed work. And I figured this would be a good topic to talk about because I have a couple of insiders that actually work for Etsy, and here is a little bit more clarification. So if you've been keeping up with social media and some of the YouTube videos coming out about there's different perspectives on all of this, what it could possibly mean. And there's some truths to it, and then there's some stuff that's probably a little too far-fetched, and then there's some stuff that's kind of teetering on the edge. So to start off with, Etsy made basically an announcement. They are going to start banning any 3D printed products for sale that aren't licensed or created by original artists. In other words, if you are not the designer of this product, then most likely or possibility your product could be banned from being sold on Etsy. So what does that exactly mean? Well, basically they're saying that any type of product that is unlicensed or is intellectual property of another company or another individual, you're not going to be able to basically print it and sell it on their site. So that could mean a couple of different things. Well, number one, theoretically, you're basically not going to be able to go on and sell something like Jason Voorhees or Star Wars or something like that, a design that does not necessarily belong to you, something that you didn't originally create, or something that is basically a third-party property. Etsy is basically saying that any type of original design that you create, whether it be a dragon or some type of product that could be useful like in the household items or something, would be okay to sell. Things like statues or cosplay or something like that is theoretically going to be banned from selling on Etsy. Even if you make this design based off of something that's from a different IP, it is still considered, basically you're infringing on the IP, and you're not going to be able to sell it. So what they're basically saying is you have to create a design that's all original and belongs to you in order for you to sell it. My guess is all of these punk bitches out there that are basically ripping off people on Patreons and different stuff like that are not going to be able to sell these STL files for $1 anymore. This is something that I talked about on a live stream a little while back about how these people are actually going on and joining these Patreons and stealing these files and going on and selling them for a couple of dollars. We're talking like hundreds and possibly even thousands of these set up in an Etsy shop. So these are basically, they're IP infringement. They're intellectual property of different companies and so on and so forth. So technically, they're not going to be able to sell this stuff anymore according to what Etsy's policy is reading. Now, what does that necessarily mean for the statue community or the Patreon community? Well, basically, it means that in order to get the works, the files, the STL files, and so on and so forth, now they're actually going to have to get them from the original artist who created them or the original Patreon who created them. They're not going to be able to go on Etsy and purchase these files any longer. Yeah, I know. So, Henry, they're basically stealing from the original companies anyway. They're infringing on their private property and their intellectual property and stuff. So why is it okay for these guys to do it on Etsy and you can do it and your Patreon or whatever? So there's always going to be a difference of opinion. Everybody has one. But I'll tell you this. For one, they don't put in the work to design it, to make it, to pay for it, the original cost of what this stuff costs. They intend to steal it from you and just sell it for a couple of dollars. That's really not cool. The other thing with this that poses a slight problem is you have a lot of people who go onto Patreons or whatever, and they buy these files, they buy a subscription service, and they pay extra to get licensed to be able to sell this product. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but according to their new policy, that's going to be cut out. Now, when you go and you get an original type of product or whatever that's originally created by an artist, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work, but according to them, if you're not the original artist, that means it ain't yours. That means you can't sell it. So it kind of basically, in layman's terms, states also that any type of pictures or artwork that is not originally yours, that is taken from like a third party, and you post it on there for sale, is also going to be prohibited. So what that means for these people who actually print and paint a model, they're actually going to have to take a picture of that particular model that you're going to get, rather than a third party picture or something that you stole off the internet. So this is why a while back I started actually doing watermarks on all of my pictures. So that can't be done, because that's what they're doing online right now when they're taking your files and they're reselling them for a couple of dollars. So I encourage every Patreon creator out there to put a watermark on your pictures with your name, your company, your logo, or whatever. That way, no one can go back and say, oh, that's my original picture, that belongs to me, and then you have to go back and you have to prove otherwise. Yeah, because there's already some of these bogus resellers out there that are taking your pictures and slapping their logo on it and their watermark on it and claiming it for themselves, knowing damn good and well it's not theirs. So I encourage anybody who's watching this video, if you're a Patreon creator, put a watermark on your picture. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to say that it's yours and prove it otherwise. And they're still going to be able to take your work, steal it from you, and put it on there for $1.23. Now, nobody knows how they're really going to police all of this, how they're going to enforce all of this. So it could be just all lip service. I'm sure that Etsy is trying to please the masses. If you already know, like My Mini Factory has already gotten pretty much notice from a couple of companies that have basically said that there are people on there selling their products, their intellectual property, and that's a big no-no. So they've actually went in and taken some of these people's listings and completely done away with them. And it looks like Etsy's trying to do the same thing to appease these companies from doing that. Now, we're talking on a pretty big scale here, and Etsy likes money. So why would they actually go in and take all this stuff off if they're making money? So supposedly Etsy is trying to get back to the whole their roots or whatever, trying to get back to the whole everything is handmade type of mentality and get back to the way they were. You know, if you remember, like 4 or 5 years ago, they were pretty much at their peak, and this is what they were noted for. You would go on there and you would see things that were basically handcrafted and original pieces from original people, original works, and it seems like they're trying to do that to appease whoever. It could be stockholders, I'm not sure. But let's face it, Etsy likes money. Like any company, they like money. And anything that they're going to make money on, they're probably not going to really enforce it or do anything with. They're just probably putting that out there. So when these other companies come to them and say, hey, you're responsible for this because you're allowing these people to sell our intellectual property on your site, all they got to do is just basically go in there and flip a switch and your site's done, your page is done, or whatever. I'm not sure 100% on what it, but that's what it sounds like is happening. So some of these bigger shops that actually make their own product, you really got nothing to worry about. I mean, you're making your own original designs as long as you're not taking something like a stormtrooper helmet or a Deadpool helmet and you're putting this in a shop, you could potentially get banned from doing that. But if you have your own creative design, your own original design, which a lot of people do, and they do really well with it, then you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. My suggestion is if you're making these designs, you need to copyright them, trademark them, whichever, so nobody can actually go back in and take these designs and do the same thing that they're doing with pirated like STL files right now. If you do not have any of this stuff copywritten for yourself to where it's on your own, you own it and it's yours and you can prove it's yours, you're setting yourself up for the same problem that's going on right now, and that's nothing but piracy. So no one really knows when this is going into effect. There's so much speculation on it right now. But the good thing about it is with all of our what we do here as far as statues and figures and everything, that means that these people will actually have to come and support the original artist, and they will not be able to go on there and get stolen files. So the final thing on this, and I'll go ahead and end this video, raises one more question that I don't think a lot of people have really talked about. Is this going to eventually affect Patreon? So a lot of people on Patreon do superheroes and different models and stuff of different licensed products, if you will, that don't necessarily have a license. So how is this going to affect Patreon? Is Patreon going to be the next site, the next creative site, in order to get this type of treatment, to put up this type of banning regulations and everything like that on IP infringement and copyright laws and intellectual property? Who knows? Um, I think what will wind up happening is I think it'll probably roll downhill. I think a lot of these companies are basically seeing the explosion of the 3D printing community and what it's meaning. And people can print their own stuff rather than paying ridiculous prices for their products. And we're kind of tapping into their revenue, if you will. And I think that could possibly roll down to Patreon, CG Trader, other different companies that also are kind of along the same line. And my final thought on everything is this could be nothing. This could be, like I said earlier, it could be just a bunch of lip service. We really don't know until they roll everything out. Nothing's been definite on when this is going to supposedly take in effect. All I could say is if it does happen the way it is written out, I think Patreons will benefit from it, because that means a lot of these people that are no longer taking your designs and reselling them for pennies on the dollar have to actually come back to your Patreon in order to get the works from the original artist. And again, we can agree to disagree on a lot of different things. And I think ultimately the artists are going to be the beneficiaries from this, and the people who are pirated and stuff. Of course, there's always going to be some other type of streaming service or some type of site where they can do this, but they're kind of getting out there now where people are the awareness is out there. And I think that once this takes into a place, we'll really find out something more here in the next few weeks or so. Just nobody really knows. It could just be just a big bunch of malarkey, and something we're going to have to wait for. So my suggestion until then is, if you have an Etsy shop that's all original product, make sure your stuff is copywritten, it's trademarked. Make sure you own it. Make sure you make everybody known that you own it and it belongs to nobody else. And make sure you take original pictures of completed product, actual product, rather than just a STL file or just a third-party picture to, promote your product, because apparently that's going to be an issue. So I hope that this helps you guys out with some of the clarity when it comes to STL files regarding statues and miniatures and everything like that. There's already companies out there looking at these sites and making a fuss about some of them. But this could be an issue that takes place and causes a lot of havoc in our community. We just don't know yet. I personally don't think that there's going to be a lot amounted to on this. I think it's going to be kind of like, it's going to come out there, it's going to hit, people are going to freak out, maybe close some shops or whatever, and there may be some sites to get taken down, but that is a lot of work to monitor everybody who has these type of pirated shops, who have all these other shops that are selling unlicensed product and so on and so forth. So, but we'll see. All right, guys, rant over. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day. And as always, stay safe out there, get out and create something, print, prep, paint, repeat. And until the next video, everyone, we'll see you.